Good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is our Restore and Recharge practice. We have everything we need in front of us here, a great training partner, a willing and amazing student on your end, and then our chair beside us. Later in the practice, you'll need a chair or similar for our balance aid as we work on our hips. But first, we'll start by checking in with the breath and going from there.
Let's go.
Do you have any expectations or must-dos today, Lauren?
Get started.
Get started.
That's about it.
Excellent. Right on. Lauren's going to just do something out the back there. We'll figure out from there. So we're going to get on the floor or in that chair and start by doing our breathing drills. 3 quick variations today for the drill. Grab a seat on the chair or assemble on the floor, and we'll start. The first version of our breathing drill is to make room or look for space. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. Breathing in and out of the nose, take a safe, maximal type of breath into the belly. Feel it press against the bottom hand, and then exhale. Repeat. Safe, maximal room-inspired breathing down low. Feel that belly against the hand and exhale. Return to the chest. The bottom hand stays calm and breathe in. Filling the rib cage 360 degrees and exhale. The top hand might move and the bottom hand stays calm as you breathe in again. And exhale. One more time with a big belly breath in. Hold. Exhale. And a big chest breath in. Hold. And exhale. Shake it out. We'll return to the breath in just a moment. Until then, we'll get Lauren to cue us through our ankles, on the ground, or on the floor, knee extensions and ankles.
Excellent. Start with our ankle. Gently bring a knee towards your chest or up off the floor. Gripping behind your knee, slowly extending the leg to your, doesn't have to be straight, just so you can see your foot. From here, let's point our foot and then slowly articulate an ankle circle in towards the center line of your body. As you come around the corner here, you're pulling that foot towards your shin. And then you're slowly reaching out to the side. As you go out to that side and carve that outside circle, making sure your knee is not turning with you. We're just articulating the ankle. From that pointed foot where we started, we're going to repeat, but in the other direction. To the outside, pulling around, slowly coming through center. Right here, making sure that knee and shin bone don't internally rotate with you as you draw through center towards your pointed foot. And then from that pointed foot, pull the foot towards your shin. How tired is your leg, Ian?
I'm glad my hands are holding it.
Okay, then let's bend that knee, return it to the floor, and switch to the other side. Same thing, other side. Knee comes towards face, gently gripping behind the knee, slowly extending so you can see your ankle. Starting in that pointed foot again. We drew the first circle towards the midline, so articulating towards center, carving out all the corners. And you can feel, I have my hands interlocked behind my knees with my thumbs on either side. And I'm feeling that as I go towards this outside now, my knee is not moving that way. So there's no pressure change on those thumbs. All the way to your pointed foot. Once you get there, let's repeat the other direction. Towards the outside of the body, pulling around that corner. Foot comes through center on straight. Towards the midline. And ending in that pointed foot. From there, we pull the foot to the shin, we gently let go, and we place the foot on the ground. Getting into some knee extensions here. Same idea to start. Foot comes off the floor, knee comes towards chest. Let's first flex the knee as much as we can, which means bending it, trying to kick your butt. Now from here, create tension, resist before you even move. Resist moving by cramping up the back of the leg. Now keep that cramp tight, but actually straighten. But keep the cramp on the back of the leg. Resist that straight. Once you get to your safe straight, stay there but relax. Then regather up, straighten up. Now you feel that tension on the front of your leg. Keep that tension on the front. Resist the close. All the way back to full closure, which means that ankle towards the butt. Hold it tight for a second. Relax. Place that foot back on the floor. Same thing other side. Knee comes up. Close it by kicking the ankle towards the butt and really feel that tension behind the knee and hamstring. Now slowly keep that tension but resist. So keep that tension on the back of the leg, gently starting to straighten. Your safe straight. Once you get there, relax for a second. Re-straighten. Gather tension and close. We're resisting with the front of the leg this time. As we close, you're also going to feel those hamstrings and tendons behind the knee working hard. Full closure, almost kicking the butt, and then gently rest it down.
Whew.
Nice.
While the seated position looks like it might be easier because we're seated, I think this one's harder. Progress, regress those skills, and work on those knee hinges from laying or seated. Return to the breath. One hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. We were looking for maximal room before, and now we're looking to increase the pressure or the tension underneath of that belly. First, take a big sniff in, filling the belly up. Now on an exhale, pull the belly button as close to the spine as you can. Hold that contraction. That could be intense.
Am I holding my breath
and
too?
Just relax. Now take a big breath in again. Fill up the belly. Hold for a second, and on your exhale, pull that belly button into your spine. Hold, 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 hold. And then relax. Feeling that, Lauren? Feeling that difference?
When I'm pulling my belly button in, am I holding my breath?
We have to hold our breath.
Okay.
Until this phase of that drill, which we will inhale. The goal is to keep the belly button as tight to your spine as you can while inhaling. The floor might provide feedback that you can fill and breathe into your sides and around to your back. We'll repeat 3 repetitions, starting with a big belly breath in. Filling up. Now exhale, pulling the belly button to the spine. Maintain the belly button to spine, and now breathe in. Exhale. Pull the belly button to spine. Repeat a breath in.
To the belly.
To the belly. Increasing that tension underneath, and exhale. And one more time, the belly button stays as close to the spine as possible, and breathe in. And exhale. Let that sink in. We'll come back to that later. Now, from Lauren on the back, or from me in my chair, we'll work on our figure 4. Extend one leg out if you're on the chair like me, and both legs if you're with Lauren on the ground. My right leg here, and Lauren's leg of her choice, will flex on the knee and the hip, dragging a foot along the floor. Then, flex the hip to where we've been already, and then can we externally rotate in that hip? Where did that end up? And then kind of shimmy the other leg to meet it. From here, let's sit tall or lay long and pull the knee from the hip towards the opposite shoulder. Keep the distance between those ribs and the hips consistent, and as we open and close the gate, pressing down, repeat. Pull out of the hip to feel that piriformis and lateral bum cheek over here work, and promote our core stability, that we're stable up top and mobile in the hip. Return the knee to the center for one more time. Unhook a foot, return it to the floor, and alternate to the other side. If you're on the floor, extend both legs at the knees. From here, we'll drag one leg across the floor, bending the knee and the hip, then lifting or flexing the hip further. The external rotation in the hip to bring the foot up, and then wherever that is, shimmy the other leg to meet it in place. Sitting tall, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder, stabilizing core, mobilizing hip. press away or open the hip. Repeat 2 more repetitions as we pull in, sitting tall or laying long, then reach away from the body. And for the one last repetition, we'll pull it into center, unhook a foot, and return to the floor. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Flipping on over to all fours. We could use that chair as that elevated surface as well to modify, or come on down to the floor. We'll put our chair off to the side for now.
With our wrist prep going on here. So placing through the fingers down first. Put that callus line down. Before you put your palms down, where are your shoulders? Mine are in my ears. I'm going to pull them down, re-straighten my elbows, and then I'll place my palms down. With those shoulders still packed and the palms heavy on the floor, as well as the fingers, let's rotate our blood donations backwards or hiding your elbow pits and then rotating them forward. Repeat. Rotate them in, rotate them out. Let's keep them out. Recheck in with those shoulders. Are they packed? Now press your thumbs heavy into the floor. I'm sorry, back up a step. Try to press your shoulders towards over your fingertips. Now press your thumbs heavy into the floor. Index heavy, middle, ring, pinky. Can you drift any more forward? And then use those fingers to press yourself back to stacked. Keep pressing the floor away, extend. Shaking that out. From here, we'll come down to our whole fists. Place fists or first 2 fingers specifically on the floor, trying to avoid that pinky coming down because then our shoulders and elbows wing out. So with those first 2 knuckles down, again, check in with shoulders, pack, elbow pits forward. Keep them like that as you roll over the back of your hand. When you did that, did your shoulder come up? Then it shouldn't have, was the right answer. Then press into the floor back to those first 2 knuckles. Repeat on the other side. Roll over the back of the hand, elbows still straight, shoulders still set, and then press back up. One more time each side, shoulder packed, roll over. Let's stay here for a second, pressing again your pinky, your ring, your middle, your index, and your thumb. And then push the back of the hand into the floor to go back up to stacked. One more time, other side. Shoulder pack, elbow straight, roll over. Baby pushes in. Ring, middle, index, thummy. Then back of hand presses to back to those knuckles, pressing the floor away and extending. Shaking that out. Hips.
Hips from the lunge. So from this tall kneel, let's take one leg out front. Do your hula as you need to ensure that those hips are level. And in this position, slightly posterior tipped, or that front of hip going to the back of the room. From here, cramp up this leg. Then press this leg straight down. And for up to 10 seconds now, imagine pulling this leg up off the floor. Hopefully we feel pressure going down in the front leg and pulling up into the hip on this back leg. Coast that tension away and relax. One more repetition with the leg in front. With those hips tucked, squared forward, press down through the front leg and pull up off that back leg. How does that feel on the front of this quad and the back of this butt cheek? Coast the tension away. Take this leg out to the side. For those familiar with the get up, that's kind of this position. That is this position here. And now same effort. Start pressing down on the leg that's facing lateral and pull up on this leg underneath. Continue to squeeze to feel the load on those adductors and those hip extensors here. Coast. Perhaps a little hula. Get in the right position and slowly start to press down through the leg facing lateral and pulling up with the leg underneath of the hip. This isometric for 3 more seconds could be quite intense. So ease off that tension, return the leg to the front, and then slide underneath the hip. Repeat on the other side. Wiggles and hulas to just set it up the right way. Then the front leg will start to press down.
Tuck under first.
Tuck under, press down through that front leg, and imagine pulling up off the back. This is my harder side. What about you? You might have one that's easier or harder. Same is good too. And for 2 more seconds, relax. A little case of the hiccups here. We're going to do that one more time. Level, as Lauren cued that slight tuck of the hip, and now press down through that front leg. Pull the back leg up off the floor. Holy cow, intensity is building for 3, 2, coast. Take that leg to the side, whether it faces at 1, 2, or at Lauren's favorite number 3, which is also an emerging number. Really interesting about that. But here we go. Let's press down on that lateral leg. And
Been around for a while.
Pull up. Push down on that lateral leg and pull up on that other one. What's this one? The support one, we'll call that. Pull
3,
up,
2.
pull up, and coast. Your body might kind of dump out of that. Try to keep the same pose. And for one more time, we'll heighten that tension by pressing down on the lateral leg and pulling up on this one right here for 5. 4, promise this is the last repetition. Make it safely intense. Coast away like it's nothing. We both know it's something. Take that leg underneath. Add that little wiggle. From here, let's stand up, get your balance aid, and continuing that work with the hips. The leg bar. Lauren did her lunge up. You might do your down dog up. Fold or hinge. Both are right. Leg bars in the low position with the straight leg. The second time, we'll switch it up.
Excellent. Starting low with a light grip. Take balance out of the equation. Make this about hip mobility and strength, not balance. We'll do that later. Tall on that inside leg. Squeeze that butt cheek. Touch it. Is it squeezed? The inside one. Yeah, good. Keep it squeezed the whole time. With the outside leg, point it front. We'll do 1 internal, external rotation everywhere. Externally rotate, inseam up. Internal rotation, inseam down. 1 more to get back to external. Send that leg on the floor to the side. Right here, your hips still square forward. Are you still tall on that inside leg? Now hide the inseam. Roll it back open. Hide it 1 more time. Keep it hidden as you roll through the back. At the back here, we're going to roll over the foot and pull the leg underneath. 1 more time to the front. Front. Inseam up. External rotation. Send that leg to the side. Hips still forward. Internally rotate. Leg goes all the way to the back. Rolling over the foot and pulling underneath, growing tall. Once to the back. Reach out the back. Open the hip in its socket, starting to turn the inseam forward. You're drawing that nice, beautiful circle with that toe all the way around to the front. Grow tall as you pull it underneath. Shake it out. Not only should that moving leg feel like it worked, your stabilizing leg should feel like it worked. So tall on the stabilizing leg, touch the cheek. You're squeezed. Now, keep it squeezed, point to the front. Externally rotate. Back to internal rotation, hiding the inseam. 1 more time, external. Then draw it to the side. From the side there, hips are still square forward. Internally rotate. Externally rotate. And 1 more time, inseam down. Finish drawing that circle to the back. Rolling over the toes, keeping the knee straight as it returns underneath. Through to the front again. Inseam up. Draw the leg to the side. Inseam down. Continue the circle to the back. Roll over the foot and under. Once to the back to the front. Reach back. Hips stay forward as you open up the leg in your socket, bringing the inseam up. Draw the circle to the front. Return under with straight knees and relax.
Excellent.
Nice.
Lauren was mimicking those shapes with the hip, with her arm or shoulder. The shoulder and the hip, buddy joints. They're balls and socket joints, and they work much the same. Starting with our W shape.
I like buddies.
Buddies. Let's start in our W shape. Palms facing forward, elbows slightly forward, avoiding the anterior or forward tip of the shoulders. Push those elbows forward just a little bit. From here, elevate the shoulders as a shrug and pull down. And repeat 1 more time. Shrug up and pull down. From there, round forward, and then retract back. Round forward, retract back. Extend the elbows, hands to the side, and add your wiggle. Continuing, the shoulders will be down and back throughout this exercise. Return the hands and the shoulders, with those elbows, I guess, too, to the W. From here, shoulders are packed down and back, and with control, extend the elbows to approach your T. The T shape is a nice beginner shape, but the Y shape down below, or the inverted V, might be appropriate for you as well. From here, bend those elbows, return to the W. Next, approach the T. Same idea. When your elbows are extended at that T, could we then pull down on those armpits and pull those hands towards overhead in your Y? Hold for a quick moment, pull the armpits low, and then again, return to the T, and then pull to the W. For one last time, set the shoulder blades, either approaching your T or towards your overhead Y, nice and slow. Extend on the elbows. Hold for 5 seconds or similar when your arms are as straight as they possibly can, and pull those armpits or shoulder blades down. Hold for 1 second more, and then elbows returning towards the ribs into the W, and finish with your palms forward.
Oops, sorry.
Shaking that out. Returning to the leg bar, this time with a bent knee. Switching up, nice. Even it out.
With our bent knee, we're going to articulate in the same sort of circle. It's just going to look slightly different. Okay, first rule of hip bars. Balance aid, tall on your inside leg, cheek squeezed. With your quads parallel, bend the outside leg. Trying to kick the butt just like we did in our warm-up. From here, we're going to reach slightly back but not arch our low back. We're going to rotate that leg in its socket so the inseam starts to face forward. Our foot will connect towards our knee height. From there, hold that position. Both hips or headlights are forward. Pull the knee towards center. Repeat. Brush back. Keep the knee bent. Rotate it open in its socket, keeping the hips forward as the knee finds that side position. Foot connects towards the knee. And then pull the knee through center. Brush it underneath. We're going to do 2 to the front now. Deep knee bend still. This time we bring the leg to the front. Our ankle is going to stay underneath us, connected to the other leg. We're going to open to the side. From here, this is where we'll disconnect the foot. It'll lift, our inseam will turn down, and we'll reach that leg around to the back. Pull it through center, brushing through. We always want to brush through center so we know we've contacted that center point. One more time, up front, open, keep that connection. Lift the foot off the other leg, internally rotate on that femur, reach around to the back, brush underneath, quads are parallel, gently straighten the knee, shake it out and relax. As you're shaking it out, switch sides and we'll do the same thing on the other side.
I'm glad Lauren was so occupied with her own body that she might not have seen my other leg bend, but I was trying so hard to keep that standing leg straight.
Try really hard.
So hard.
Even harder.
So hard.
Tall on your inside leg, cheek squeezed right away. With quads parallel, bend your knee. I'm doing a flex foot. You're either flexed or pointed foot. You're not somewhere in between. Gently reach back a smidge. Don't arch your low back. Rotate open so the inseam starts to come forward. The knee comes side, but the hips are still forward. Find that contact point. Pull the leg through center. Brush it back behind you. Repeat. Glutes. Rotate open. Knee comes to the side. Really try to push that knee side. And then pull the leg through center. Brush it back. Is your knee still bent as it can be? Your heel almost touching your butt. Now, pull that leg front. This time, foot will connect with knee-ish. Open up. Sending hips forward. Disconnect foot from leg. Internal rotate inseam down. Send that leg around to the back. It'll rotate back through center and brush as it comes back. Front, make the connection. Open, hips forward, feel your cheek. Foot comes off leg. internally rotates, reaches around the back, comes on straight, quads parallel, straighten the leg underneath, and relax.
Whew.
Spicy hips.
Shake it out. From the T to the Y or that W, let's continue with a straight arm, much like what Lauren just performed with the hip there. One arm at a time, elevate a shoulder shrug as my right is here, and then pull it down. Reach that straight arm just like the hip towards across the body. Then about 90 degrees at the shoulder or just parallel with the floor, open towards the side. From here, at the shoulder, turn the hand down, reach just like that back corner in the hip so that the hand is out the back, and then flex or bring the shoulder forward so the hand is now at our sideline. Pull the shoulder blade down for one more.
Which way is your palm facing?
My palm is facing out. From the palm facing out, depress that shoulder blade as to pull down in the shoulder socket and extend the arm to the back. From here, turn the palm up from the shoulder and keeping the armpit engaged or low, bring that arm back towards that T or perhaps even the Y shape as it goes towards overhead and then pulls down, extending that shoulder with the palm finishing at our hip. Just one repetition of that, add the wiggle in between, and once more on the other side. Start with the palm facing the sideline, elevate the shoulder for one, and then pull down, nice and anchored. Pull the arm towards across the body. From there, open the palm to the ceiling from the shoulder, reaching around towards the T. At the T, from the shoulder, internally rotate and pull the hand towards the back. The back of the hand will face the leg, the palm faces out, as we then pull that arm back to our sideline. Pull up in the shoulder once, and then pull down. Extend the arm to the back, hugging the midline tight, and then externally rotating or turning the palm to the ceiling. Pull the arm to the T shape, perhaps towards the Y shape, as we look to improve that overhead mobility and strength, and then return the arm to your side. Add the wiggle, shake it out. Let's move the chair out of the way, and Lauren's going to take it over with 2 versions of our movement clock, and then some cues for our push-up.
2 movement clocks.
Ooh, I'm in your spot.
Movement clock number 1. Knees don't bend. Everyone's favorite. Tall, both cheeks squeezed, core braced, stacked on top of yourself. Now stand on a single leg, point the other leg front. For the first one, let's look down. Look at your kneecap. Pull it underneath you. Good, it didn't bend. Now head up. Point out on a 45. Knee stays straight. Pull it underneath you. To the side. We'll keep our kneecap facing forward as we reach to the side. Knee stays straight. You should really feel that adductor, inner groin as you pull back in. This time, out the back like we're skating. Reach full point. Knee stays straight as it pulls underneath. And last time, to the back with a flex foot. So pull your foot to your shin first. Then reach back. Little reach, glutes, glutes. Pull back underneath. Relax. Cheeks are on fire. Same thing, second side. Tall, tall. Knees straight. Point front. Check it out if you want to, but feel it. Straighten the knee as it pulls underneath. Reach it out on a 45. Pull that leg. Start to feel adductor on this one. Same thing on this side. Send it side. Pull in, feeling that inner thigh. Straight knee. Reach it to the back, 45. Nice and straight. Pull back underneath. Last one, flex foot. Reach it behind you a little bit. Glute, not rounding that or arching that low back. Pull to return. Nice, shake it out. For straight legs, I like to think about not just straightening from the quad, like you might think about, but I like to think about straightening from the back of the knee too. There's muscles back there.
There's
like the
muscles
popliteus
everywhere.
or popliteus or something poppy.
There we go. There we go. Cueing our push-up for later in today's practice. In a stance comfortable for you, feet underneath is appropriate. A split stance might heighten some awareness as well. So from here, place one arm out front. Oversell the rotation so that your upper body is twisted. In my case, my sternum is looking at 10 o'clock. First, pull so that your shoulders and hips now face the same direction. Now, reach forward but stay square. Shoulder protraction. With a stiff elbow, retract the shoulder to hug the midline. Now place that other hand on the pec insertion at the shoulder on the front. Maintaining square, push the shoulder forward, and you'll probably feel the pec soften or hollow out, concave shape on the front. When you retract that shoulder, that pec muscle engages to slurp that shoulder joint tight. From here, pull the elbow. The hand might turn up or keep its knife edge like Lauren. And pull so that elbow is right at Lauren's position in line with the hips and ribs. Now keep that pec turned on as you press forward. The shoulder blade is tight to the body in the back and the pec fully engaged on the front. For more repetition, stay square, but protract through the shoulder reaching forward. Retract, activate the pec, and then return the hand to your side. Same thing on the other side. In the split stance, my left arm will be out front, my left leg back. Oversell that rotation. The arm stays forward and our upper body turns. Keep the shoulder protracted at the front and then square up the shoulders to face forward with the hips. Perhaps from there, protract the shoulder one more time. Hand towards that pec insertion, pull, tight, stiff arm, and then pull that elbow towards the ribs. From here, the shoulder blade is hugging in tight and will push forward, keeping the pec active or tight. Now let's protract or hollow out that shape. And one more time, retract, and then arm to side, and reset that repetition. Pressing through the front and stabilizing through the back will be hallmarks of the push-up going forward. Movement clock 2.
Movement clock 2. Knees allowed to bend. For today, we're going to do our stationary knee bends. Our reaching leg stays straight. What that looks like. Knee presses over toe, leg reaches long to noon, and then pulls underneath, both extend at the same time. Ready? Let's do it. Sorry, one more tip. As we're doing this, the knee that's bending, if you have to check it out, that's fine. I want it to track index to middle toe. What that means, especially out front, is that there's a little gap between your legs here, and we're not finding stability by doing this and that knee caving in. That goes for every position. That knee is tracking index to middle toe. Here we go. Lots to think about. Knee presses over toe, tap front, grow tall underneath, both squeeze. Knee presses over toe, track 40 or tap 45, pull to center. Knee presses over toe, reach lateral, both grow tall. Knee over toe, tap speed skate, grow to tall. Last one, knee over toe. I like to point out the back here, reach, and then roll over the foot, growing tall. Nice, shake that out. Second side. Tall, tall, knee presses over toe, tap, and growth through both. Growth through both. Knee over toe, tap 45, pull to center. And you might have to fight for that knee to not wobble, and you can even see mine wobbling, that's allowed, but we're fighting for that nice straight knee alignment. Back on the 45, and tall. And we have one last one behind us. Knee still goes over the toe. Try to reach straight behind you. Roll over the foot to tall.
Whew. We promise not to sing to you, but no one's at home, or maybe there's someone is. We're going to practice one more breathing technique, and I will be lightly hitting Lauren on the abs, and you at home could be singing happy birthday.
I will not be singing.
Can we maintain that core tension underneath with a brace and breathe? So Lauren will continue to breathe as we just go Tight abs. Let's hear that dragon breath, Lauren. We have tight abs and we're breathing for 5 more seconds. And I hear happy birthday across the world here. Just relax and shake it out. Breathing from behind that shield, like in a push-up or our high tension moments, is important. Okay, Lauren, here I go.
Breathe.
Squeezing my bum.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1.
One more time each.
I like to pretend I'm a Ninja Turtle.
There we go.
So I have my shield on and like my shell.
Talk over it, Lauren.
My
Good.
shell is both in the front and in the back of me. And I can be that Ninja Turtle breathing underneath my costume.
And now it's my turn for one more. I'll squeeze my
Always
bum. I'll
Donatello.
brace the core. And we can keep talking.
This is fun.
As we're heavy tension through the breath. I'm having nightmares of visiting Poland and almost in a workout where
punched him a
Lauren
little hard.
punched me too hard. We're inspired by all our teachers, so thank you, Angelica, for sharing that fun drill with us. Shake it out. Add some wiggles. Lauren for weight transfers. Me for push-ups. Let's check it out.
Find a stance. Personally, I like to go turned out, point, toe ball, heel land. Start there. You can always grow or get smaller. Tuck your hips. Pull yourself down. In this position, let's press into the floor, pressing a knee towards over toe. Find some strength in that leg. For right now, press into the floor. Both legs grow tall, both butts squeezed. Tuck again, pull yourself down. Press into the floor, knee presses towards other toe. Then press and grow tall, both are straight. All right, we're gonna add some balances. Pull yourself down. This time, press, knee goes over toe. Hips are pushing forward. I know this is hard, especially on one side probably than the other. Heel lifts. Toe point. Hand on butt cheek. Activate it. Don't lift this foot yet. Just activate your glute. Lift 99% of the leg. 3, 2, toe ball, heel. Pull yourself across, other side. Press, straight leg. Heel lifts. Toe point. 99% lift off. Butt cheek activation. 3, 2, toe ball, heel, pull across. Repeat again. Press, heel, toe point, ready, glute activate, lift whole leg. Hold. 3, 2, pull yourself across. Press into the floor, straightening the knee, hips forward, heel, ball, toe point, activate glute, lift, hold. 3, 2, one more time each side. Toe ball, heel, accept the floor. Feel those groins as you pull across. Press, heel, toe, lift leg, hold. Drive into the floor, extend the bent knee. Hips still trying to press forward. 3, 2, knee goes back over the toe. Toe ball, heel, pulling across. Other side. Press, straighten. Heel, point, lift, drive down to extend. Hips forward. 3, 2, knee over toe. Do we have time for one more, Ian?
I'm in.
Pull yourself across. One more bonus. Knee over toe. Hips extend. Point. Lift. Drive down to grow. You want more? Grow up to a balance. Hold. 3, 2, control. Heel down. Knee over toe. Toe ball, heel. Pull across. Drive that knee straight first. Point it off the floor. Lift it. Straighten the bent knee. Grow up for bonus marks. Find that balance. Hold. 3, 2, land the heel. Knee over toe. Tap. Pull to center. From center, push down to get tall. Both glutes squeeze. All abs brace.
Can we
And
shake
relax.
it out yet?
No, you can.
Awesome. It's taken us a full year of sharing our workouts online to get to this level of slight perfection / imperfection. And prior to that, 4 years of training ballet. Using your balance aid off to the side will help you build the strength, have fun, express some movement, and definitely add those challenges with those toe balances. Push-ups to the floor. Let's just cue our hinge as we get there today. Hip chop, hips go back, shoulders over top of those knees. At some point, we will have to tip forward and place the fingertips down like Lauren instructed in the warm-up. Hold the high position for your plank if this is for you, or join us along for a series of 5 reps as we take our breath, pull ourselves low, and core brace to tall. Repeat. Pull in to tall. Modify with knees if you need as we pull ourselves low, and core brace. And is that 3? I think this is number 4. And press. And one more time. Grip the floor, brace the core, and then anyhow you want to come up from there. Nice and control, and up. Do 5 great reps, or do 1 great rep. Pause in a position that's challenging, add some tension and strength, and then it's Lauren's turn to transfer some weights. One more time.
Ooh, one more time. I have so many ideas. They're just running through my mind. I want to do a transfer out on the 45, 2 each leg. Peel a foot off the floor, point, flick. Point it out to 45, toe ball, heel land. The front knee will bend this time. We're going to press out of that back foot, pointing. Same thing right away. Fire up the glute to lift that back leg. Hold. 3, 2. Now straighten that front knee. Hold. 3, 2. Knee goes back over toe. Toe ball, heel out the back. Press forward to send yourself back to center. Other side. Peel. Point. Toe ball, heel, accept. Knee towards over the toe. Press through the back foot. Flicking the floor away. Finding that glute. 3, 2. Drive down to extend and hold. 3, 2. Knee back over toe. Toe ball, heel out the back. Then press to center. One more time each side. Peel. Point. Toe ball, heel. Knee bent. Press over it off that back leg. Find that. Extend to tall. Either hold, find a solid foundation, or grow up to that toe balance for 3, 2. Heel finds the floor. Knee goes back over the toe. Accept. Press. Last one. Peel. Point. Soft landing. Pressing off the back leg through the foot. Feeling that glute activate. Drive down to extend. Find foundation here. Or grow up and hold for 3, 2. Heel comes down. Knee goes back over toe. Toe ball, heel. Boom. Center.
Great.
Great.
Last set of push-ups. We started strong. We'll finish stronger. Hold that high planks position, or modify from your knees, or check out the gun show to the side here, the side show. And here we go. Let's do that hinge again to the floor for the last time. Hinging. Shins are vertical, shoulders stacked over top. Great cues for a hinge for the lifts in the garden, or with a kettlebell maybe later next week. Modify if you need from the knees. Chin tuck. 5 push-ups with our slow cadence down. Core brace press. Squeeze your bum cheek and press. Nice and slow. Avoid the chicken neck as you press up for 3. Control. And 4. And one more time. 5. Personalize your up. Take your time. Shake it out and catch up with your breath. And catch up with the rest of your day. Thank you for spending the morning with us, either live or in the archive. And thank you for your membership to Bars and Bells Online. We're here 5 days a week, sometimes 6, working on new videos for you. What is your favorite part of the workout? What skills do you want to work on? What do you think are those missing links? We always like hearing from our members in the chat feature here, or in an email with the weekly link letter. Thank you very much. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
We stay strong. We take care and look forward to training soon with you and you. And you.
And you.
Have a good day. Goodbye.